Oh, I love this one. Helping people out. But working on my content now. At least I'm in one I understand. How's everybody doing? Oh, no problem, no problem. I'm doing good, thanks, problem. Give me a second, I will give everybody their proper shout-outs as soon as I'm, like, not busy mashing buttons. But I'm off, so I'm going to progress through the story. And I'm helping some friends out, too, so... Somebody needed to do this, raid, I guess? But no problem. I saw that you followed me, so I followed you back. I probably shouldn't be in that. But how's everybody doing?
I got double whammy.
Z ręką na sek... Po tej stronie, po tej stronie. Sorry, jeśli kamera źle pokazuje, ale kurwa jak lubię to. 5000 followów.
It's all
Notuję.
good.
I wstawiam sobie do pokoju baten, kurwa, napełniam go wodą, kurwa, i robię streama w stroju kąpielowym.
I definitely don't understand that language.
Jeśli Twitch tego nie zbanuje, nie?
What language is that?
Także możecie to klipować, kurwa, tak będzie, nie? Wrzućcie to na TikToka, na YouTube'a, gdzie...
A pool in your room? Oh, wow. Cool, I think. I mean, if you put a waterbed inside of it, too, you know, you have a floaty. I guess that would work. That's awesome. Well, thanks, Estinian. I just so wanted that. I still need to do my roulettes, too. I'm just helping friends out, my daughter out. Oh, that one was so easy compared to the other raid I just did. Oh, Polish. Okay. That would be why I didn't understand it. Let's see. Shadowbringers content. Good on. I am still a sprout. How's the game going for you? Let's see. I got everything. Let's see. Okay. Huge. All right. Got everything going. All right. And so it ends. But why would Rex throw away his life for this? You're right, if I'm ever to learn the truth, I must concentrate on the task at hand. Of course, we do not need to wait for Sid's analysis to tell us whose combat data was used on this occasion. Of course, we do not need to wait for Sid's analysis to tell us whose combat data was used on this occasion. It galls me to think that my techniques and strategies could be so closely replicated. Nevertheless, the observations I made during the battle may yet prove useful. As a matter of fact, it was not only the information I was able to gather. I intercepted a signal that revealed the troops stationed here were permitted to withdraw, seemingly in return for assisting with 7th Legion. They must have known that the Alliance would follow the Emerald Weapon here sooner or later and make good their escape, meaning the way is now clear for Sid to inspect the War Machina's remains. Grandpa is looking good. Yeah, he is, isn't he? This is Sid. Yeah, he's cool. He's cool. I don't know if you've actually met him yet in the storyline. He's introduced in A Realm Reborn. I'm not going to tell you when, so because if you haven't reached him yet, but he is introduced in A Realm Reborn, and he's a major character throughout most of the story. So we got here as soon as we could. Not that we could have done anything to prevent this tragedy. From what we know, it seems that the Emerald Weapon was ilm for ilm a great deal more powerful than the previous two. If this is allowed to continue, who knows what sort of monstrosity the 7th Legion will conceive next. Nevertheless, Knight has once again proven herself capable of overcoming the worst the Empire has at its disposal. You may be relieved to hear the Castro Sidens was free of anything resembling a weapon. Unfortunately, it was also devoid of any useful leads, and we came away empty-handed. Snow people? Oh, the people in Corythias? Corythias? Wow, you've kind of went pretty far already in the main storyline. So I'm guessing the people in the Waking Sands were attacked, people were killed, and now you're running around looking for a ship. Am I correct? In all honesty, part of me wishes we had never found the Emerald Weapon. Perhaps then Rex would not have been forced to make the ultimate sacrifice. I only hope that he's finally at peace. We will do what we can to spare others from sharing this fate. I and the Ironworks will search this place from top to bottom for clues as to the 7th Legion's plans. Before that, allow me to sweep the area for booby traps and the like. I would not put it past the Imperials to have left a few surprises for us. Agreed, I'll go with you. Yeah, okay. So yeah, you should be in Corythios by now. With that in mind, I'll begin my examination of the Emerald Weapon carefully, that is. Yeah, my bar just hit level 82, I think. I love her. I love her, I love her, I love her. She's currently doing Palace of the Dead, and she just hit floor 130 out of 200, so yeah. It's still not easy, but that bow and arrow, God, I love it. Alfonso, you knew all this time, didn't you? 2 years. It only took me 270 days. It took me a year. Less than a year. But yeah, I'm there. Melsandi and Rykon too. Everyone except me. And you, Rex? Yes, that's what the synthetic Orsight system is. The fusion between pylon and core is the key to Oversoul. And unless we use it, we don't have a chance of beating Father's newfound friends. They stand between us and the Primals, without which the weapons will never reach their full potential. We thought if you knew the truth about Oversoul, you'd try to stop us. Of course I would, but what I don't understand is why all of you are so willing to give your lives for the weapon project. What is it all for? You can do a lot in 2 weeks, though, when you're off. It all began the day Father left. Without his guidance, his protection, the Guardians lost any respect they once had for us. But their cruelty pales in comparison to Valen's. To him, conscripts like us are expendable commodities and an endless supply of test subjects for his twisted experiments. But no matter what they do to us, we will never lose hope. If it is the duty of the strong to lead the weak, we will become strong and protect those who cannot protect themselves. The weapon project will give us the strength we need. We will create a world where people like us can live without fear of persecution. We want you to see this new world for yourself, Allie, even if we must give our lives to make it a reality. But why me? The years spent serving the Empire have changed us all. Except you, Allie. Even after everything you've seen, you're still the caring, innocent girl we grew up with. More than any of us, you deserve a chance at happiness. That's what we all agreed. How can she be happy if everybody's dying? That's stupid. Allie, listen to me. Right now, the soldiers assigned to watch over us have been called away to the capital. Now is our chance to get you out of here. Then why don't you come with me? If Alfonso and I were to run away now, they'd only force others to take our place. We can't let that happen. This is our way of upholding the ideals Father instilled in us. Our lives are a small price to pay for world its freedom. Well, yeah, it is sad. How can you expect me to leave you behind? I won't do it. We will forever be at your side, Allie. Rex, take her to the holding cells. I think he was patting her on the shoulder. They're not the best with the hugs and the pats. So win or lose, the plan is to hand over the castrum to Father. Is that right? Oh my god, they're doing this intentionally. They know he's gonna come after them and stop them. I'm guessing they know this weapons project is bad. Yeah, I think he was trying to touch her shoulder. I mean, they're trying to save her and she doesn't want to go. And they're probably aware of that. But, you know, from her perspective, she doesn't want them to die either. She's been with them their entire life. They're all orphans. Yes, they'll take Allie into their custody before the Garleans return, while you will be free to pilot the Emerald weapon without her interfering. We can't let her hinder the completion of the weapon project. I'm counting on you, Alfonso. Don't let our sacrifices be in vain. Rex, have you forgotten what I told you? You mustn't use Oversoul. I can't lose you too. We both know I can't win without it. Besides, we need the combat data of the Emerald weapon fighting at its peak for it to have any chance of perfecting the synthetic Orosite system. You know I'm not the sort to do things by halves. Ouch. Forgive me, Rex. No, he's just their leader. Don't you worry about me. If this is where I meet my end, I'll do it with a smile on my face. The rest is up to you. Well, that fucking sucks. She certainly has a lot of echoes lately. This is the girl you spoke of, yes. She was locked in a cell, but I saw no harm in letting her out. I can't say for certain, but it seems she's been through quite an ordeal. Why, Rex? Why? Gaius, once we've extracted the core, we'll take it back to Turncliffe for analysis. Perhaps she should come with us. There's no use in her staying here. That will leave just one left. Let me see. Seat collection. Yep, I got that one done. Severa has taken care of Allie, but it may be some time until her nerves have settled. If the vision you witness is indeed true, Alphonse and Rex locked her away for her own safety. When she is ready, I would know more of what her brother hopes to achieve and why he must resort to such desperate measures. Allie's condition has improved somewhat, but she remains in a state of shock. We must give her more time to recover. There was one other thing that I thought you should know. When we checked her for injuries, we saw that her back is covered in welts and bruises. Who did this to her? It seems she was subjected to beatings on a regular basis, judging by the various stages of bruising. I dare say this was the work of her Garlean masters. You speak as though you have seen this before. Seen? I have lived through it myself. Oh, ouch. I was born in Werler 23 summers past. My mother was a local woman, but my father was a pure-blood Garlean and a member of the occupying forces. Though I know very little about him, his rank afforded me imperial citizenship. His acknowledgement of our familial ties was the extent of the responsibility he took for bringing me into this world. Still, it is more than can be said for most of his ilk. My mother and I were shunned by the people of the world, who treated us as badly as the Garleans did, if not worse. I thought that if I were to become an imperial soldier, my position might somehow deter those who could cast scorn on my mother, if only out of fear, and so I joined the army. The acceptance I earned was but temporary. However, my superiors were quick to blame any perceived shortcomings on my savage lineage. Rather than waste time on official court-martials, they administered their own form of corporal punishment. I was eventually assigned to the 12th Legion and fought under Zeno Gavlas and Alamigo. In the chaos that followed our defeat, I seized the opportunity to flee to Whirlit. Well, it was never much of a home, it was all I had, but nothing could prepare me for what awaited. My mother had for many years suffered from poor health and relied on medicine to keep her alive. In my absence, the Garleans had denied her treatment to keep her alive. In my absence, the Garleans had denied her treatment, claiming that it would be wasted on savages. By the time I could return to her side, there was naught I could do. There was nothing left for me in Whirlit. I would be punished for desertion if the Imperials discovered the reason for my return, and I was never accepted by my so-called countrymen to begin with. Who knows? Maybe. Squirrels do like them nuts. I ran as far as my legs could carry me. It was then that I met Gaius. So that is the truth of it. Other than a few scant details, I know not of your past. It sickens me to think that I once fought under the same banner as such vile creatures. I'd always believed it to be the duty of the strong to lead the weak, yet there are those who become drunk on the power afforded by their station and prey on the ones they should protect. Like a canker, this corruption has spread to every part of the Empire. Even those with Garlean blood, such as myself, are subjected to their cruelty. They hold particular contempt for the Aura, an easy target for abuse being so few in number. Perhaps like me, Ali thought she would be spared such treatment once she joined the army. Alas. I only hope that with time, Ali can put the past behind her and make a new life for herself, but for now, all we can do is wait for her delirium to subside. It is Valdilian's turn to keep watch. Let us ask him if there has been any change. So now he's learning the truth of the freaking Empire. How do you not know being at the top echelon? Was he really oblivious? Amazing. I suppose you're here to ask about Ali. Is she well enough to speak with us? As her condition has improved somewhat, I would say so, provided you do not cause her any undue stress. Wait here. Ali, I'm sorry. What happened to Rex? It was my fault. Shoot. Miss Sandy and Raikon too. They died because of me and my foolish ambitions. Father, no. This cannot go on. Please, Ali. You must tell me all you know. Of course. First, I need to know what became of you and your siblings after we were parted. So much has happened, it seems like a lifetime ago. After your disappearance, we were all signed to the newly formed 7th Legion. At first, each legatus was quickly replaced by the next until eventually a man named Valens von Varro was given command. He was sent from the capital, but before that he was a specialist in experimental magitech weaponry. We later discovered that he was ordered by the Emperor Varus to complete a project involving anti-primal war machina, the weapons, but after the Emperor's death he was free to employ whatever methods he saw fit, and his greed for power only grew. Some even say he's planning to use the power of the weapons to lay claim to the throne, but I think there's another reason for his obsession with the weapon project. Not that he'd ever tell anyone, but he's always muttering to himself, and I've been able to put the pieces together. He's jealous of you, Father. Valens von Varro? I must admit it was only recently that I first heard that name. Rollins used his knowledge of Magitech to devise various military strategies. He was given a position in the army until he rose through the ranks. That was until one man stood in his way. You. He was one of the candidates to lead the new 14th Legion, but that role fell to you. After that, he was assigned to serve under a far more gifted engineer, Nero, who was in charge of restoring the Ultima weapon. Rollins has resented you ever since, going so far as to oppose the ideals you upheld. Where you treated those who served the Empire based on merit rather than on their race or origin, Rollins is adamant that pure-blooded Garleans are superior to all others. It never ceases to amaze me how far some will go in the name of revenge. All that hatred festering away, nothing good could ever come of it. So the marks on your body are his handiwork? Yes, to Rollins and his men, we are no more than fodder for his experiments, playthings on which they can vent their frustrations. Every day is filled with nothing but pain. If I had remained in Garlemund, you would never have been forced to endure this abuse. It's not your fault, Father. We could have fled from Rollins if we'd wanted to. After all, we're expendable and easily replaced. The truth is, that's exactly why we couldn't run. In saving ourselves, we would be condemning others. But if we were to stay, to see the weapon project to its completion, we would gain the power to defeat Rollins, and then the Empire itself, freeing the world from its tyranny. That way, we might start afresh and find a place we can call home, and not just for us, but for anyone who wishes to live in peace. You would give your lives for a future you may not live to see? We took courage from your teachings, Father. The strong must lead the weak, and we would gain that strength by whatever means necessary. We will fight for the sake of those who cannot. But we knew that you'd never consent to our participation in the weapon project, which is why we couldn't turn to you for help. As the pilots, we are the only ones who are able to stop Rollins. We know just how powerful the weapons are. He would use them to bring the world to its knees. And his masterpiece is the worst of them all. If only I can get my hands on it, then I can save Alphonse and all of Werlet. Father, I know you and Alphonse stand on opposing sides of this conflict, but there must be some way you can help him. He may have called you our enemy before, but he never meant it. He still loves you, Father. You are everything he aspires to be. I have failed him, failed you all. But I refuse to abandon him to his fate. I will free him from Rollins if this is the last thing I do. Thank you. He needs you now more than ever. Listen, Allie, I once sought the strength to rebuild the world as I saw fit, but the ultimate weapon was born not to create, but to destroy. Alphonse must not follow in my footsteps. I know all too well where they lead. I will do all I can to help your brother. Pray tell me where he is. I'm sorry, I don't know where he could be. In that case, I shall have the Alliance dispatch scouts. Wherever he is, we will find him. As for you, Allie, you must stay here and rest. Wait, you're the one who fought Rex Rykon and Melsandia, aren't you? We're the ones who threatened your homeland. You only did what you had to do. I have no right to ask this of you, but... lend my father your strength. Save Alphonse. I know now why they call you hero. Alphonse, I do what I must to free you, even if it means going against Father's wishes, but I have a good feeling about his new friend. So Vera, see that she has everything she needs. Why do I get this feeling she's gonna die? Foreshadowing! Our allies must be informed of these troubling events. May I ask you to relay this news to the troops in Garabania? Your loving father acts may fool the other Gaias, but not me. For every life you saved, you've ended 1,000 more. Is this your idea of redemption? Call it what you will. For all my transgressions, I believe I still have a part to play. Was I wrong to spare you that day, or will you honor your word? It seems the time has come for the Black Wolf to show his true colors. Okay, where am I going now? Kiribania. Oh, oops. Yay, I got my armor. Oh, I'm happy. We recently received word of your victory over the Emerald Weapon. I expect it was another fine display on your part, not that any of us were there to see it. Hey, Star Soldier, how's it going? Okay. For that reason, we'd be grateful if you could give us a blow-by-blow account, if you wouldn't mind. What's the, you got your new computer? Good grief, it sounds like you had an awful lot to contend with, rather you than me. I shall add this to our ever-growing stack of reports should anyone wish to review this information ahead of the next sortie. Now, if I may say so, it looks like your ordeals have taken their toll. We'll let you know if anything requires your attention, but until then, be sure to get some rest. Oh, well, what's the good news then? Yeah, so did you get accepted for a new place? Meanwhile, in the 7th Legion's correction chamber? Ouch. Three weapons, 3 pitiful displays of ineptitude. Oh shit. To make matters worse, one of my prime candidates, your precious sister no less, has escaped. I hate this SOB. He really creeps me out. My stomach just... he makes me sick to my stomach. Oh, good. And who should she go crawling to but that swine Gaius after everything I've done for her, and this is how she repays me as her older brother. It's your responsibility to instill some discipline in her, and you failed miserably. Well, don't just stand there, boy. Oh, of course, it's your first time, isn't it? Come along, there's no need to be shy. Man, this guy is a... I hate him. You see, something wicked has taken hold of this young man, and it's our job to cleanse his troubled spirit. Okay, cool. It may look painful, but it's the only way, I assure you. He'll be ever so grateful, and you want him to get better, don't you? There's a good boy. Now let's try again, shall we? This guy is a creep. Burn out the bad, burn out the bad. Man, this is just really wrong. Wow. Well done, you've all made Father proud. Very proud indeed. Man. Okay. Well, good luck with that. Thought you were a cut above the rest of the savage, but it appears I was mistaken, and since you allowed that wretched sister of yours to escape, it falls to you to act as her replacement. I choose you as the next pilot, and your mission is simple. Kill Gaius Van Bals or whatever it takes, and if you so much as entertain the idea of betraying me again, I'll exterminate every last one of your kind. Like the vermin they are. Damn. Having said that, we will forcibly initiate Oversoul using Xenos' combat data, so whatever schemes you may be hatching will never come to pass. All you need to do is sit back and let the synthetic Orosite system do the work with you as its conduit. You should thank me for allowing you to become part of my masterpiece. Your worthless existence will finally have some semblance of meaning. Oh, cool. Lord Valen's preparations for the Oversoul trial are complete. We await your orders. Splendid. There's never a dull moment around here. Now then, boys, who'd like to see something special? Come along, everyone. Father has secrets to share with you. Is this like one of those pedophile freaks? He's a... You know, I didn't like Emmett Silk, but this guy, hands down, he is just bad. He's just like that stupid ambassador guy that worships Xenos. Didn't like him either. Evil to the core. No reason just to be evil. No, like, I want to bring back my home world, you know, rejoin the world. There isn't a reason for this other than he's just a psychopath. This is my chance, and it's all thanks to the sacrifices made by my dear civilians. Finally, the weapon will be mine to command. Once it has reached perfection, I will be unstoppable. First balance, then the Empire itself will fall, and we will be free at last. Father, keep Allie safe. Sandia, Rykon, Rex, I'll see this through to the end, I promise. Until then, watch over me. All right, thank you. So, is it ready or not? The trial sequence is primed, sir. Then get on with it. Oh god, what are they gonna do now? Initiating synthetic Orosite system, loading diamond weapon simulation. What's going on? You're helping us with a little research is all, but whatever your name is, the time has come for you to contribute to the glory of Gollermald. This isn't what we agreed. You said that if I took part in the experiment, you let my family go. You have Xeno's data loaded. Yes, activate Oversoul and be quick about it. Understood, Lord Volans. Galva's combat sample ready. Initiating organic core overwrite. You're actually gonna make them watch this? If this is what it takes to protect you both, I love you. I'm so sorry. Where is my prey? Organic core override complete. Xeno's Galva's data loaded. The subject is instinctively bound to seek out prey right from the onset. Regardless of the combat prowess it may boast, I need an obedient servant, not a ravenous beast. Enough. Shut it down. Deactivating synthetic orocyte system. How revolting, and what a mess it makes of the cockpit. Adjust the settings and prepare for another run. Fortunately, we have the next test subject ready and waiting. But sir, you agreed to release his family in exchange for his cooperation. I knew he wasn't going to do that. My, I never knew you had such a wonderful sense of humor. The great Valas von Varro bargaining with savages? More fool for him for trusting me in the first place. Oh, there's lots of dungeons. There are a lot. In memory, the resistant troops wish to help their newfound allies in Turncliffe. Knight, I was hoping I might have a word with you. Ever since Turncliffe was liberated, we've been sending troops to aid in getting the town back on its feet, helping the residents, that sort of thing. We Alamegans know how hard life can be for society. Struggling to stand on its own after years of imperial rule, a lot of what most people would take for granted has to be rebuilt from the ground up. While we're able to assist when it comes to providing basic resources and keeping the place safe, there are countless other problems that need attending to. If you can spare the time, we could use your help. Bless you, Knight. You really are a saint. I'm sure that the people of Turncliffe will benefit from having someone like you around. Once you're ready, have a word with your usual escort. I wish you all the best. This guy, I know about all this. This unlocks Savage. I don't care about this cutscene. It just unlocks Savage. Or Extreme. Alright. So the boss roped you into helping me, did he? I knew you couldn't say no. Travel to Turncliffe. You're the one who piloted that war machine and defeated the Sapphire weapon, aren't you? I thought so. I've heard much about you, but I doubt you know who I am. My name is Evelina, and I grew up here. When I was 16, I was put to work as a Magitech engineer. Thanks to you and yours, we are now rid of the Imperials, though I fear many of us will struggle to put the past behind us. For decades, we suffered at their hands. Generations of young people were forced into the army and sent off to die in some distant land. I suppose I could be considered one of the lucky few. My work here kept me away from the battlefield, and I hope that my contributions might help the others live long enough to make their way home. In the end, most of them never returned. Though my efforts were in vain, I can at least honor their memory. I want to leave something behind for their sake, to prove that they haven't been forgotten, a monument bearing their names. And to ensure that not a single person is omitted, I need to see the official list of conscripts. If one still exists, it would be inside the Imperial facility beneath the town. But with the resistant troops and ironworks engineers closing the place off, I can't get near it. Perhaps you might have a word with them for me? I'll leave as soon as I find the list. Thank you, I'll follow your lead. Yeah, that's the downside to some of these dungeons and stuff of being DPS. Something I can help you with? I see. It's been unusual for one of the locals to show an interest in the Imperial's leavings, but it seems she has her reasons. Since we're still carrying out our investigations, we've closed the place off to prevent anyone interfering. Considering it's you who's asking, though, I can hardly say no. Still, I better go with her in case the others kick up a fuss. You're very kind. That's true. You meet a lot of people doing this game. It's a different... I mean, I used to play World of Warcraft a lot, and that was a different community than this one, and I've met a lot of good people here. A lot of bad, too, so it's got its both ups and downs. I'm sorry for any trouble I've caused you. Have my thanks. Make nothing of it. I was glad to help. As I suspected, the Imperials kept detailed records of the local conscripts. One name in particular stood out to me. My friend Melisandre. I had no idea she'd been assigned to the 7th Legion of all places. How did you know her? It all began while we were serving together in the 14th Legion. We had much in common, both being drafted from the same occupied territory, and we soon became firm friends. Then one day she was sent to fight in Eorzea while I remained here. The day before she left, she came to say goodbye together with her foster siblings from the orphanage. The youngest one, Rykon, was particularly upset about not being allowed to speak with their adoptive father, Gaius van Balzar, before they departed. It's actually another of his Orsons, Livia Sanjunius, who forbid them from seeing him. I can't say for certain, but it seemed that Livia had a strong attachment to Gaius and wouldn't let anyone else near him. As far as I could tell, he tried his best to keep Livia at arm's length whenever possible, but her devotion to him was bordering on obsession, and she became extremely jealous at the slightest sign of affection between him and his other wards. Oh, damn. Others, however, treated them far more kindly. In fact, a Prefectus Castrum of the 14th Legion came specifically to meet them. While I was surprised that Rogden had risen to such a rank, I was even more taken aback by the unguarded manner in which he spoke with his subordinates. I had hoped that with people like him serving on the Eorzean front, they would be in safe hands. Then the time came for Melisandre to leave. We shared a few final words, and then she was gone. It would be the last I ever saw of her. After that, I was assigned to the Tribunus Lactotalavius of the 14th Neurotolscavia, and I worked on restoring the Ultima weapon. I was even at the Praetorium on the day it was destroyed, but I escaped aboard an Imperial ship moments before it came crashing down. I eventually made my way back to Whirlet, only to be drafted into the 7th Legion to continue working on the weapon project. Even now, it makes me sick to my stomach to think that I helped bring those abominations into the world. Using a living pilot to feed the weapon's core was part of the design from the very beginning. Of course, they never dream of subjecting a true-born Guardian to such barbaric treatment, not when the 7th Legion has a ready supply of provincial conscripts ripe for the taking. The pilots were referred to only by their code names, and we engineers were not made privy to their true identities. Even with this list of conscripts, I still don't know who was sacrificed in the name of the weapon project. Let's bring an end to the weapon project together. But what can I do? For years, all I've known is how to build tools of destruction. The 7th Legion is far from finished. They're biding their time, waiting until the right moment to unleash the final weapon. Okay. And when they do, we will bring naught but death and woe to all who stand in their way. Even after everything they've taken from us, they still want more. If it weren't for the Empire, Miss Sandia would still be here. She was the kindest person I ever met, but to the Empire, she was just another pawn in their games. I will never forget her. There's a way I can make a difference. I know there is. But first, I need to speak with members of the Ironworks. I have a feeling that war machina you used to beat the Sapphire weapon will be called into action again. Until then, there's still time to make improvements, and I intend to help. I'll still be going ahead with the plan to build a monument, but stopping the Empire must come first. I hope Melisande and the others can wait a little longer. Before I go, allow me to express my gratitude. I don't know what I'd have done if it weren't for you until we meet again. Okay, where am I going? Pretoria. Oh, let's do that. So how was your time in Turncliffe? I see. Fate has dealt her a cruel hand, but now she has a chance to make a fresh start. The same could be said of the whole of Turncliffe. It seems the liberation of that one small town will become a pivotal moment in Worlet's history. Perhaps it won't be too long before the rest of the region is free from the Empire. Naturally, we'd be honored to fight alongside the people of Worlet. We won't rest until the Imperials are sent fleeing to their tails between their legs. Till that day arrives, we'll carry on doing our bit to support you and the others in ending the weapon project. I'll be sure to pass on any pertinent information. In the meantime, take care. Duty in the Sky with Diamond. The Resistance troops have received intriguing information from Worlet. You've come at the right time. There have been some developments in Worlet we'd like to share with you. And as luck would have it, here comes the ideal person to explain the situation. Thanks, I'll take it from here. Ooh! Haven't seen you in a bit. Glad to see you looking so well, Knight. It's been too long, Minago. Yes, it certainly has. I haven't seen you around Rogger's Reach much lately. Anyone would think you're trying to avoid me. As much as I'd love to stand around chatting, I'm afraid I've got some serious business to discuss. Following the liberation of Turncliffe, it seems the people of Worlet also have their hearts set on freeing themselves from the grip of the Empire. Like-minded citizens have rallied under the banner of the Worlet Revolutionaries, and they aim to dispose the 7th Legion that currently occupies the city. Their ranks include many former conscripts, and between them they possess no small amount of combat experience. The only thing they lack is someone to lead them. After much consideration, they decided to turn to none other than Gaius Belzar. Of course, many would balk at the thought of turning to a former enemy, and many did, but desperate times call for desperate measures. Okay. His reputation as Legata speaks for itself, and as most Alamigas will attest, he was far more reasonable and pragmatic leader than his predecessor, the Mad King Theodoric, or his successor Xenos, for that matter. But most importantly, he was the one who led the invasion of Worlet in the first place. To who better than him to take it back? After accepting their offer, he requested delivery of additional arms and provisions from the Alamigan resistance. Not that we have much to spare at present, but we'll do what we can. While my comrades see to the preparations, I've been assigned to meet with him in person. I was wondering, could you accompany me to Turncliffe? Oh wow, he's joining the resistance? Damn! Thanks, Knight. To be perfectly honest, coming face to face with the Black Wolf is a rather daunting prospect, even if he has supposedly turned over a new leaf, but I'm sure having you there will make you a world of difference. I believe you're acquainted with our escort, yeah? Let him know when you're ready to get going. Oh. he's right there. Oops. Ah, Gaia's Bowser, I presume? I come bearing the Alamigan Resistance official reply to your request for aid. I see, you have my thanks. Does this mean we can finally make our move? With the assistance of the Alamegans, we will soon have sufficient arms at our disposal to stand a chance at victory, but lest we forget, the 7th Legion has been conserving its strength thus far, and we must be prepared for severe casualties should its full might be brought to bear. If our lives must be the price of freedom, we will pay it willingly. Let me be clear, we Alamegans have not forgotten that it was you who led the invasion of our homeland. The blood of our fallen loved ones is on your hands. Even so, the people of Werlet chose you to lead the revolution, and we will honor their decision. I only hope they will not come to regret it. As do I. Should I be found unworthy of their trust, I shall submit to their judgment and whatever they may entail. Forgive me, but might we return to the task at hand? First, I would like to discuss the transportation of supplies from Alamigo. This way, if you please. Once again, I prepare to lead an army into Werlet. The irony is not lost on me. It is a cruel twist of fate that these people, so desperate from years of oppression, should turn to their conqueror for salvation. Well, who best to lead them? I kind of agree. For most of my life, I believed that only the Empire possessed the strength and wisdom to lead mankind, that only through great sacrifice could civilization hope to thrive. So I led the conquest of Eorzea, forcing the doctrine of Garlemald upon the ignorant and uncivilized. In every territory, I sought out those with the potential for greatness, without regard for one's birth or circumstance, that they may serve the Empire. But there are those such as Valens who see being born Garlean a virtue in itself, one above all others. To think that a monster such as him should be granted the position of legatus and everything that entails, it makes my blood boil. Valens brings shame upon our homeland and makes mock of the ideals it once stand for. By my hand he shall pay for his foul crimes. We are running out of time, guys. We have to go after her. There's something I would show you, but not here. Come with me. You must keep this to yourself. I do not want the soldiers to think I'm being distracted by personal matters. This letter was found in her room. Dear Father, I'm sorry for leaving without saying goodbye, but the thought of Alphonse suffering alone is more than I can bear. For his sake and for the freedom of Werlet, I've decided to take matters into my own hands. I know of a way to save them, a way to end it all. I have to seize this chance before it is too late. My mind is set. Please do not try to stop me, Father. The days we spent together were the happiest of my life, and no matter what happens, nothing can take that away from me. With all my love, Allie. She is heading for the 7th Legion stronghold in Werlet. I am certain of it. Taking matters into her own hands? She must be planning to take control of one of the weapons. If so, there's no time to waste. We have to mobilize our forces and save Ali and Alphonse. I want nothing more than to save them, but I cannot ask the Warlit revolutionaries to risk their lives to rescue 2 Imperial soldiers. In any case, if we were to rush into battle without adequate preparation, the 7th Legion would tear our partisan army to shreds. And as capable a warrior as Knight is, if she were to change headlong into the heart of the enemy, she would be overwhelmed by sheer numbers. But if we don't do something, Ali and Alphonse are as good as dead. I know Severa, and so did Ali when she wrote that letter. Returning alive was never part of her plan. Can you hear me? I'm in Warlit, just outside Castrum and Colinium. All hell has broken loose. There was an enormous explosion, and through the smoke and flames, I saw what appeared to be another weapon. At this rate, the entire... Confound it, we have lost the signal. This must be what Ali spoke of in her letter, a way to end it all. Alphonse and the others were planning this from the beginning, to bring the weapon project to completion and use it to free Warlit from the Empire, even at the cost of their own lives. If the revolutionaries were to hear that a weapon has been unleashed upon the Imperial headquarters, they would see it as the perfect opportunity to strike. It's running amok. It may not distinguish between our allies and the Imperials. A large force would draw too much attention, but the 3 of us should be able to get close enough without it noticing us. Between us, we'll find a way to save them. Cannot allow it. This is my burden to bear, and I shall bear it alone. Oh, F off! I'm going! Rest assured, I have every intention of making it out alive. Very well. For the time being, I will have the revolutionaries stand by and await my signal. An opportunity to reclaim Warlit may yet present itself, but we must first be allowed to remove the threat of this new weapon. Severa, have Sid ready the G-Warrior. Understood. Once your preparation is complete, let us reconvene outside the hangar. How wonderful it is to see you again, my dear. I was beginning to think that you weren't coming back. In my impatience, I may have vented my frustrations on that brother of yours. I do hope you'll forgive me. Lord Valens, you mentioned before that the previous weapons were merely prototypes used to gather combat data within their cores. It's very good. I see you were paying attention after all. Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, the primals they absorbed and the data they accumulated will serve a singular purpose. The completion of my masterpiece, the diamond weapon. While you and your siblings were able to retrieve the necessary data from the Ruby weapon before Gaius and his lackeys arrived, Sapphire and Emerald were handed to the enemy on a silver platter. Those worthless curls failed to meet even my exceedingly low expectations. As detailed in my report, I took it upon myself to infiltrate Gaius Balzar's band of rebels and reclaim the data. Yes, you have done well, my dear. My engineers have already finished feeding it to the diamond weapon. And all that remains is for me to assume my role as its pilot and for you to release my brother and the rest of our compatriots per our agreement. Of course, a handful of savages is a small price to pay for your remarkable talents. Yeah, he ain't gonna honor that. Even though the weapons project revolutionary technology allows even an untrained pilot to fight with the skills of a veteran soldier, only the truly gifted can draw out the full potential of the synthetic auracite. In addition to their physical attributes and combat prowess, I require unwavering loyalty before I can even consider entrusting a candidate with one of my creations, and you are everything I desire. I am honored that you regard me so highly, Lord Bollins. However, in return for my continued cooperation, I wish to propose an extra condition to our arrangement. I request that the people of Worlet be given full Imperial citizenship and the right to self-govern. My, how very bold of you, and quite astute at that. Yes, I could grant the people of Worlet citizenship, if I so desired. Unfortunately, a mere legate such as myself is in no position to simply relinquish control of Imperial territory on a whim. Come now, we both know that the weapons are but a means to an end. Your true intent is to march on the capital and claim it for yourself, correct? Once you have taken the throne, one small territory would seem a fair reward for those who played a vital role in the ascension of Emperor Valens. I say, for someone so sweet and innocent, you certainly drive a hard bargain. Very well, if it's Worlet you want, it's yours. I'll soon have no need for this stinking backwater province anyway. And what about my brother? Ah, yes, Alwick. Or was it Alfred? Whatever his name is, you needn't worry. I made special arrangements for him. He'll be perfectly safe, provided you uphold your side of the agreement. Excellent. Now let's get you aboard the diamond weapon, shall we? Ah, one step closer to my coronation. This is the moment I've been waiting for. He either knows you're about to betray him, or he's just an idiot. But I doubt he's an idiot, so I know this isn't what Father would have wanted, but it's the only way. Please forgive me. Initiating the synthetic Orosite system, all sensors activated. So far, so good. Diamond weapon code named Xenos, commencing activation sequence. Behold perfection itself. Missandei, Rykon, and Rex gave their lives, that others may live without fear. The Orosite has taken hold. Just glad that you didn't have to go through this, Alphonse, but you'll have to go on without me. You and Father still must work together, too. Sorry I can't be there at your side. This is the only way. What's that, my dear? Is something the matter? Diamond weapon is mine. Your tyranny ends here, Valens. Whoa. Low-born filth, if you think your little performance had me fooled, you are sorely mistaken. What are you waiting for? Shut it down. Yes, my lord. Transmitting deactivation signal. It's not responding. Did you think he was not going to do that? Ah, that insolent whelp had me worried for a moment. Bring her to me alive, even if it means damaging the machine. When I am through with her, she will beg for death. No, I can't let it in like this. Masandia, Raikon, Rex, guide my hand. Alphonse, wherever you are, lend me your strength. Uh-oh. Combat sample ready. Initiating overmind. Subject name. Whoa. Overmind, what is that? Uh-oh. This can't be. It's ignoring the shutdown signal and initiate overmind. But how? I don't care how. Stop that thing before it brings down the whole castrum. Yeah, this storyline's really sad. Ready to depart. I'll send for Master Garland. We all expect another weapon to appear sooner or later, but not quite like this. According to Valdalan, after it finished laying waste to the headquarters of the 7th Legion, it took to the sky. Though this has dealt a massive blow to the Imperial forces, I am certain that Ally is on board the weapon and must be halted before she comes to harm, and for that I need the G-Warrior and airships to transport it. Need. If you need it, need it. There's nothing wrong with that. Nobody's going to get mad. If you don't need it, greet it or pass on it. But yeah, if you need it, need it. I see that one thing hasn't changed since your days as the Black Wolf. Your penchant for gigantic war machina. But if this means the G-Warrior has another chance to shine, I'd be happy to oblige. Only this time, rather than having it unceremoniously towed by airships, I have a more dynamic entrance in mind. It's good to see you again, Knight. Yes, exactly. So greed is like if nobody else needs on it and they just greed on it. A lot of people do that if they just want extra pieces of gear to sell or dismantle for other stuff. But yeah. So need it if you need it. Greed it if you just want it to sell for later or something. Or for, you know, glamour, or you just pass on it if you don't want it at all. From what I hear, we have you to thank for Alvilina volunteering to help the Ironworks. Since she joined the team, our work has come on leaps and bounds. I'm just grateful for the opportunity to finally put my knowledge and skills to good use. And as far as I can tell, your target is the diamond weapon, the most powerful of them all. What's worse, its design incorporates all of the combat data and abilities of the other weapons, making it far more formidable than those you encountered before. Thankfully, we've had time to prepare for such an occasion. Would you care to elaborate? Let me put it like this. Thanks to Avelina's tireless dedication, the G-Warrior has been reborn. But there'll be time to explain more on the way. Come on, the Enterprise is waiting. Very impressive, but I must ask what purpose it serves? Since our objective is to rescue the pilot, we've added a means of capturing the diamond weapon. We come to save lives, not to end them. And for that reason, the G-Warrior has been reborn. I present to you the G-Savior. Oh, you just met Grandpa Sid? Good, good. Once again, Synodus engineers have provided precisely what we require before we even knew it ourselves. Due to the added complexity, we'll have Gaius pilot while Knight handles the various armaments. Agreed. There will be little opportunity for us to grow accustomed to our roles, but even so, we must succeed at all costs. I don't know if he's that old or not. He might be in his 40s. Now we're just waiting to get in queue. A beard will make anybody look old, but you shave it off, they don't look so old anymore. I call them baby faces for a reason. Man, I hope we get a healer soon. In a tank. I'm gonna look up this fight real quick while we're waiting. I'm trying to read the fight before I go in there. Okay. Do I have the knockback ability? Yeah, I do. Arm's length. Yeah, New Gardania. I'm kind of watching this real quick. I need to stack on that. Yeah, you go to Gordania for a minute, and then, yeah. Red lines. Tank Buster. That don't look good. So you gotta go to the side and avoid that. Okay. I'm kind of watching this on YouTube real quick without the voice. Use the knockback ability. Okay, there's those, so probably go to the other side. Oh, that's massive raid-wide damage. Okay, I watched it. Cool. I am so hungry. Wonder if we got any chips. And waiting. Great. Alright, she's done. Alright. Alright. While we're waiting for Q. Come to browse wares in the market, have you? Well, I can guarantee you'll have no trouble finding what you need. Whatever it may be, under Elmore's new leadership, trade has never been more prosperous. Word is, that fella from Downdalis Stoneworks has taken over as mayor. Did he really? Little wonder business is booming the way it is. Imagine it won't be long before all of Nobrent reaps the benefits, but you've not come to talk about the market. Something on your mind? I see, the Exarch did mention they had something to do with you returning the knight to Nobrent. All right, consider my interest piqued. Well, well, to what do I owe the pleasure? Whatever it is, I must ask you to be brief. With the night return, visitors have been flocking to the Crystarium, and I find myself too busy by half. I don't mind it, though. Seeing the stairs so full of life and excitement, one can almost forget the flood ever happened. The truth about the warriors are life, but you already told me all there is to know, didn't you? Well, if there's more to their story, I'd love to hear it. Maybe then I can compete with Celia and regaling patrons with stories of their heroism. Perhaps I'll even inspire a few aspiring adventurers. Night, but my, what a wonderful surprise, though. I hope your being here doesn't mean someone's been hurt. Alright, here we go. Target is sighted! Alright. We'll see. Okay, I got that one done. I watched a video before I went in here, so. That is not cheating. This is a raid, and it's pretty bad. It's called being prepared. Owie! Can't do much about that, though. So they're supposed to separate that. Okay. It's got 3 phases. Nah, when I used to raid in World of Warcraft, I used to study the fights all the time. I just don't normally do that with Final Fantasy. I don't like to do that, but the raids are actually getting harder and harder. Like the beginning ones, really not much to them. Okay, I think we started phase 2. People fell off. Ah, they're with the platform! And I didn't actually listen to any voiceover, I just watched the video. I didn't listen to nothing. Oh no, I'm gonna die! Oh, okay, I didn't die. Okay, cool! I died. I'm not gonna max out my account. I can't do that if I've never seen it. They'll res me, maybe. I like pepperoni. I'm hungry too. I got the stove preheating. I'm gonna put some taquitos in there and dipping them in cheese dip. Sounds good to me. Oh, arms like Darth Light. Oh! I did fall off! Crap! Oh, nice. Well, what's he doing now? I think we're going in phase 3. Ah, the platform came back. So are we doing phase 1 again, or is it just phase 3? Ah! Oops. Well, rest pepperoni again. I stepped on that thing, though. Okay, round 2. Fine, I'll get meat, the sausage and mushrooms and stuff. And bell pepper. How about that? Oh no! Wrong side. I was mushroomed! How about that? Okay, that one, 2 different sides. There's definitely a lot of mechanics going on here. Yeah, something like that. I don't know what you just said, but something like that. Yeah, this is Shadowbringer content. It is definitely different. Not sure what's gonna happen now. Well, that didn't work. So, bell pepper that time. How do they know where to stand on that? Wow. I know to stand right there, or there. I know that red mage can res. Yeah, there's a new dungeon. You should be fighting Garuda, right? It's a trial. Okay, I got that one. Okay, got that done. Okay. other platform gonna come back? Okay, that's how you avoid that. Okay, okay. Yep, how's it going? Give me a second, I'll give you a shout out. How's it going? Oh no! Yeah. I've never done this one before, so... Okay, separate sides with that. Of course, it's me and the new person, and me and the other person. We never done this before, so... Y'all can do it! We're supposed to stand in those, I know that. That's gonna be bad. Y'all can do it! Oh no! Shit. No! God damn it. I know, I rezzed on the teleport, I turned and fell right back off. Oh god. And nothing better than being caught on live Twitch too. I'm like... Maybe the person shouldn't res me on the teleport? Although I don't know if they can control that. I'm gonna wait till that's over. Alright, I'm good. Okay, I'm moving. Yeah, so yeah, that was their fault then. Okay, I kind of got that idea. Okay. Yay! Hmm. Yeah, that could be a very fun fight once I learn it. That one actually was really cool. Are we gonna save her? I really hope we save her. We must reach the diamond weapon before the Imperials. I'm hoping we can save her. If not, I'm gonna feel really bad for Alphonse. In all the years since the invasion, this place has hardly changed. I was expecting to find some sign of the 7th Legion here, but it would appear the diamond weapon has already taken them out of the equation. I pray we're not too late. But I know what it does to the people inside, so did it kill her? Does he even know what they look like when they pull her out? She's alive, oh my god. Allie? Her eyes. Oh, she's alive, okay. Please take her back to Turncliffe. I have some unfinished business to attend to. Now to learn what has become of Alphonse. You have a score to settle. Now's your chance. Show yourself. Oh boy. Come to gloat, have you guys? It's not over yet. You certainly have an instinct for self-preservation and would expect nothing less from the coward who sacrificed his own soldiers to further his ambitions. How dare you speak to me of ambitions? You are the one who stood in my way at every turn. If not for your meddling, the Empire would have been mine! Mine! Enough of your delusions of grandeur. Where is Alphonse? Heh. Why, he's right in front of you. What? Once you hear the answer, you'll kick yourself for not realizing it sooner. You see, in all of the previous models, the combat data was either incomplete or unstable in some way, making their performance in battle wildly unpredictable. Then an idea struck me. Rather than using data gathered in battle, I should use something a little more realistic. Turns out that beloved boy of yours was quite brilliant. When he put his mind to it. You pulled his mind out? By my ingenuity, he has been reborn as the core of the greatest machine ever devised. None but the great Lord Valens Van Varo could conceive such a marvel. And to think that Allie came here to steal the diamond weapon to save her brother, only to find he'd already become part of it. Perhaps it wasn't the reunion she envisioned, but I'm sure she was grateful nonetheless. Oh, that might also explain why Overmind activated all by itself. It was clearly an attempt to protect his precious sister. Fascinating anomaly, but I can't stand disobedience. That such atrocity should continue unabated is proof on the rot that has spread throughout the Empire. Your crimes are an affront not only to Garlemald, but to all of mankind, and now you will die. Have you forgotten, Gaius? I've seen your data. I know your every move. Such pitiful swordsmanship is a relic of the past, just like you. Terminus est! Sorka Morse. I guess you haven't seen it all! But this wasn't in my data? Yeah, well. Yep. Hell yeah! Oh, it couldn't happen to a better asshole. Hope it blew it wide open. No. Not right now. I'm a bunny. Vieira are quite vicious, thank you. Reactivating synthetic orocyte system. Oh, Alphonse wants you dead! Kill him! Kill him! Kill him! I'm actually looking forward to this. This can't be! How is it still functional? Well, it is Alphonse. Removing memory inhibitors. Oh, yeah. Oh, he hates you. Stop this at once. Please let me go. Alpha, no. Alpha, wait. No, no. You don't even know their damn names, you idiot. Even the names of those sacrificed in your twisted experiments are beneath your notice. You are beyond redemption. Who are you to judge me, guys? Do you remember the names of the tens of thousands of men, women, and children killed for the sake of your conquest? Do not deny the blood spilled at my behest, nor will I run from my past. That is why I fight, to prevent the wrongs I committed from being repeated. Stop a beg. You finally beg him? You have no right to beg. You can't do this to me. I'm Valens von Barrow, better than Gaius. You can't end this way. Oh, yes, it can. Oh, yeah, that's awesome. Ooh. Oh, did it pop like popcorn? Oh! I heard that pop. Pop goes the weasel? Alphonse? Alphonse, my son, I have failed you. But this is not the end. I will see your dreams fulfilled. This I swear. I ask only that you, Milsandia, Rekhan, and Rex watch over me. Father, the memories stored in the diamond weapon, give them to Ali. Watch over her in my stead, Father. I cannot go on like this, please. This sucks. He lost all of his kids but one. But he can't leave his son like that either. You know, it's amazing how he goes from a realm reborn turkey butt to this. I see. We will remain here until further notice. That was Gaius. Valens von Barrow and the weapon project are no more. Seizing the opportunity, the world revolutionaries have taken control of the city. Though they still suffer considerable losses, they have last gained their freedom. And even with the Empire gone, for people like me, life under Imperial rule is all we've ever known. We might never be able to heal the scars left by decades of oppression. While there is hope for those who have survived this ordeal, nothing can bring back the dead. The loss of my wife and daughter left a void in me that can never be filled. In the years since, I've struggled to find a purpose, a reason to keep on living. It is the same for Gaius. No matter how hard he tries to make amends, the children he lost are gone forever. Forever at your side, Severa is concerned for Ali's well-being. The recent events in the world have had a profound impact on the lives of many people, but none more so than Ali. She's been in a state of shock ever since she returned. We've even called in Sid to see if he can ascertain what the problem might be. You see, there's a strong possibility that the diamond weapon itself is what's caused Ali to close herself off like this. But for the time being, all we can do is wait. Oh, there was one other thing. If Alina came by looking for you earlier, so perhaps you could go and see her? Thank you for coming to meet me. I'm glad to see you're none the worse for your experiences. Actually, I've been meaning to show you this. Thanks to the Alamegan resistance, the monument to the fallen is complete. Though they may no longer be with us, we'll never forget them. This way, they'll always be part of Turncliffe, and future generations will be reminded of the sacrifices that were made. You were always so kind to me, and now it's my turn to do the same for others. Avelina is absorbed in prayer. Now would be a good time to return to Severa. I hope all is well with Evelina. Actually, while you were speaking with her, I received word that Gaius will be here soon. I wish to see Ali. Would you send for her? Welcome back. Just finished the trial for this this storyline. She's messed up. Thank you. Does she even recognize me? At first, we thought the weapon's influence had caused this, but it seems there is more to it than that. The Charugans say that this is most likely the result of intense trauma. Her mind has been scarred, perhaps irrevocably. She boarded the diamond weapon with the intention of saving her brother. Little did she know that Valens had used a synthetic aurosite system to transform Alphonse into a living component of the machine. And when she boarded the diamond weapon, she finally learned the horrible truth. I've never heard of anything so cruel. I know. Just a moment. In each of the previous cases, pilots became fused with the weapon's core, so how was Ali able to escape a similar fate? That's one of the many things we're still looking into. There's no need, I already know the answer. It was Alphonse who kept her safe. In the end, I was unable to save your brother, my son. All they wanted was a place to call home, where they could live in peace, but after all the pain and hardship they endured, this is their reward? No, this is not the end of their story. I taught them the strong must lead the weak, but absolute power corrupts absolutely, and those who have suffered at the hands of the corrupt are beyond counting. Alphonse dreamed of a land without oppressors and the oppressed, where all may live as equals. Thanks to his sacrifice and that of his siblings, the cornerstones of such a nation have been laid. Milsandia, Raikon, Rex, Alphonse, and Ali, they risked everything to win the freedom of Warlet. And now it has come to pass. I'll see that their ideals are upheld, this I swear as their father. The long and arduous process of rebuilding Warlet has begun. In the days to follow, I shall be working alongside the new government to create a place the people like Ali and Savera would be proud to call home. For so long, all that kept me alive was hate, but the time has come to cast it aside. I'm going with you. I'll only regret it if I don't, and while nothing I do can bring back the ones I've lost, I owe it to them to make the most of the life I've been given. He's forgiving? Well, damn. Times change, people change, and it's just as well. We inventors would soon find ourselves out of work if everything stayed the same. You've a need for my creations, just say the word. You know, guys, I could fill a book with all the things I've been meaning to say to you over the years, but what would be the point? What's done is done. There's one thing, though. If anyone can get through to Ali, it's you. She looks up to you the same way I did as a boy. Don't give up on her. Yeah, there's a lot. You got usually main story and then post content. So just always keep that in mind. There's main story and post content. Oh, don't worry. You got quite a bit to go. For all my life, I've been searching for my place in the world. Everywhere I went, I was always on the outside looking in. But I've realized if we can't find one, we just have to make it ourselves. Awesome! That's what I learned from Gaius' children. Despite everything, they never gave up, and neither will I. For now, at least, my place is at Gaius' side. I'll follow him and see where this journey leads. And before I leave, I want to tell you how grateful I am that you chose to stand by us until the end. I hope we'll meet again one day. All this time I've been trying to convince myself that Gaius was every bit the villain I imagined him to be, the ruthless subjugator of nations, evil made flesh. And while many who fight under the banner of Garlemald are all that and worse, I realize now that Gaius was driven by his own notions of right and wrong, misguided as they were. Since then he has turned his back on the Empire and its hateful doctrine. His guilt and anguish only strengthened his result. The day I spared his life, he was given a second chance to set right the wrongs he had committed, to become the man his children believed him to be. I was a father once, a husband, and in many ways I still am. And even though they're no longer with me, I want to be someone they would be proud of. Now I too have been given a chance to make a difference in a land far from home. I'll never forget my past, but neither will I be beholden to it. When I meet the people of Werla, I'll be sure to tell the tale of your bravery and compassion. May it grant them the strength to face the struggles ahead. Pray, go in peace, my friend. Though we were brought together under strange circumstances, Valdolin, Severa, and I will continue to work together, at least for the foreseeable future. Well, here they are. And who might these charming young men be? They were found in the 7th Legion's headquarters in one of the few areas that escaped unscathed following the Diamond Weapons rampage. Perhaps that was Alphonse's intention. Do not be afraid, we mean you no harm. That thing on your forehead. My name is Gaius Balzar, and like Valens von Vero, I was once a legatus of the Garlean Empire. Though I believed I was fighting for a just cause, my conquest came at a terrible cost. Pray forgive me, I do not mean to scare you. If you lend me your ears, I have a story to tell. A group of courageous young men and women, not so different from yourselves, stood up to protect their people from the tyranny of the Empire. They fought with everything they had, and finally victory was theirs, but it came at a terrible price. I honestly don't know. Alpha Node is Alpha Node. As their father, I still struggle to come to terms with their sacrifice, and yet they have entrusted a future to me, and I will stop at nothing to see their dreams fulfilled. Even so, there's only so much one old soldier can achieve by himself. I will be honored to have you support in the days to come. At ease, lads. He's not as scary as he looks. And if he steps out of line, he'll have me to answer to. Nah, I don't know if it's like that. Alpha Node's just way too naive. He's completely clueless. Though they were fortunate enough to escape the destruction of the Castro, they may have been injured while fleeing. Have the Chirugans look them over and find a place for them to stay? Seems the time has come for us to go our separate ways once more. Myself can scarcely believe that we were once bitter adversaries, but my encounters with you have led me to question the very ideals I swore to uphold. What is strength? What is weakness? If those who grasp the reins of power are said to be the strong, then those who lack such power must therefore be the weak. For better or worse, however, we are far more complex creatures than that. That's a lot of little kids. That abusive little jerk. I see now that true strength is not granted by others, but resides within us. Strength of character, spirit of resolve. Therein lies the power to cast off the shackles of oppression, to overcome any adversity, to stand firm in the face of impossible odds. That is the strength you possess. May it never leave you. It seems I will have to summon all the resolve I can muster if I'm to keep my promise to Alphonse. The process of establishing the independent governance of Werelage is underway, and I will do all in my power to see it become everything my children dreamed of and more. For the immediate future, we shall continue to work closely with the Alamegan resistance, whose role in the revolution cannot be understated. That reminds me, if you are passing by Porta Prestoria, the soldiers stationed there wish to hear your versions of events. Please give them my regards. I hope that when our paths cross again, I will have glad tidings to share with you until next we meet. Oh my god, he knows how to smile. You know what? He grew on me. I actually like him now. I know! He actually looks good when he smiles. He should do it more often. Well, welcome back, Knight. Congratulations on another hard-earned victory. Ever since we first heard the news, I've been dying to hear exactly how it all unfolded, so what can you tell me of this diamond weapon? By Roger's beard, even for the Empire, there must be a new low. Those poor orphans. I can only pray that the citizens of Orla are able to enjoy the freedom that Gaius' wards gave their lives for. At the very least, we need no longer live in fear of the monstrous creations birthed by the Weapon Project. I shall add your account to our official report. Finally, on behalf of the Alamegan Resistance and the whole of the Orze, for that matter, allow me to express my heartfelt gratitude. Thank you. Ooh, what'd I get? Ooh, did we get another cutscene? Ooh, what we got? Father, the memories stored in the diamond weapon, give them to Ali. This is cool. There's a lot of them. You know, if a stepwoman gets jealous of somebody else's kids, then you don't need them in their life. Just fucking cut them off. Projections from within the synthetic aura site. These are his memories, their memories. Probably. You never know. Sometimes 10 minutes goes in a minute. I don't want to live in a world without you. That's why I'm going with you. No, not yet, Allie. Now is not your time. Father still needs you. Please take care of him in our place. And if you're worried about Alphonse, don't be. He's got us for company. We want you to see this new world for yourself. Yeah. That's sad. He had a reason to leave the Empire. He does now. Yeah. And it's, you know, it's not even main story. I think people really cut themselves short when they just focus on main story only. You got stuff like this. And they're missing out. But you wouldn't like Gaius as much without it, you know? Yeah, I'm crying. Don't worry. You'll have plenty of those moments. I'm the only one left. But I'll never be alone. Her eye color came back. And Gaius' smile. I think that's a Kodak moment, is his smile, man. Now we just need to get Estinian to smile. think I'll just die if that happens. God, that was good. And that wasn't even main story. And this just unlocks this stupid thingy. I don't care about the storyline on this. It's just I got a bigger machine here. Here's the extreme. Goodbye. Yeah, it was definitely worth it. Now back to the main story. I'm gonna go put my food in the oven. Yeah, there's another cutscene I cried about. Well, a couple of them. But one of them is in Heaven's Ward. We'll leave it at that. Welcome back. You're welcome. Night, what a real surprise though. I hope your being here doesn't mean someone's been hurt. Thanks to you, I've had far fewer patients coming through my door of late. Which is a shame, come to think of it. I've had fewer opportunities to test my new medicines. No, actually, I think that's a blessing. Of course, it's actually been quite pleasant to have a few moments to myself now and again. The truth about the Warriors of Light, but the Exarch has already spoken with me about them. Well, if there's more to the tale, I'd very much like to hear it. Okay, where are we going? There you are, between the four of us. I dare say we've swept the Crystarium from top to bottom. Now we need but wait for the people to gather. Cutscene? Gotta listen for the stove. That's a lot of people. Well, maybe not as many as there could be. That's really all of people left?
Yes, this looks to be nearly everyone. Let us begin, shall we? Though I am usually the first to hold forth at such events, I think on this occasion that honor should fall to you.
No, I don't want to be at the forefront of speeches. What? I don't ever talk.
They would be more inclined to take the word of the Warrior of Darkness.
But I never talk. Ever.
Indeed. In light of the subject matter, who better than thee to speak these truths?
But I don't talk. No! No! I object. Wait. I want to hear my voice. Really? I ain't gonna hear it. It'd be nice if I ever heard my voice, though.
Wicked White. The Warriors of Light did all that?
So they never... I mean, they only ever wanted to help. And when everything they'd done turned to ash, they still carried on.
They gave everything to stop the flood. First their lives, then their souls. And they managed it too, in the end. They saved us. And we cursed their names.
This should go a long way towards clearing the air.
Uh-oh.
Impossible.
That's what I'm saying. I take it I'm not imagining this, then. It's an Ascian!
I definitely see something. You don't think it's a ghost, do you?
No, it's Elidibus.
Nay, yonder standeth no bloodless apparition, but a warrior of light and darkness both. Ardbert.
What in the world?
It's you! The one who slew the Eater!
That it should be the Warrior of Darkness who brought the truth to light. You've saved me a fair bit of time, though I have a few words of my own to say, if I may.
Don't believe him! There's no way he's
People
alive.
of the Crystarium, I am Ardbert, one of those you know as a warrior of light.
He is not. We know he died.
That's impossible. You should be dead.
Aye, that I should. But as the world has been given new life, so too have I. I know not why I, and I alone, have been gifted this chance. But I do know this. Only by the will of the star itself could such a miracle come to pass. The hero who stands before you now, the Warrior of Darkness, is not of this world. And the day will come when she must return to her home. But this land is our home. And if it is to remain so, now and forevermore, it is we who must protect it. The time to rely on saviors from afar has passed. It is you who must rise. You who must become the new warriors of light.
What? Us? Warriors of Light?
Well, he's causing more chaos.
None of us were born heroes, my friend. I was only ever a man with a thirst for adventure. But wherever my journeys took me, I was invariably confronted with the same choice. To lend what aid I could to those in need, or not. And I always chose the former. Any one of you could do the same. All you need is the will to help your fellow man, and the resolve to see it through.
Oh, she knows. But she can't really say anything.
From thine own lips did we learn of Ardbert's fate, and by thy countenance I gather thou art not inclined to recant thy testimony. Yet whosoever this man may be, his words hold truth and resonate with the citizenry besides. For us to voice our doubts here and now would serve but to sow disquiet. 'Twere better we retired unto the ocular and there discuss this matter in private.
Yep.
Go. I will stay here and watch.
Which idiot? He's not an idiot, he's smart.
So, that is a warrior of light of the first. I've not had the pleasure of making his acquaintance, but as you all seem to be in agreement, I gather this is no simple case of mistaken identity.
As far as I was able to discern, that was indeed Ardbert. It has been a long time, but not that long. Could he truly have been resurrected as he claimed?
Nope. It sounds like him and it looks like him and sounds like him, but it isn't him.
Ardbert did entrust his very soul unto thee. I see no reason to question thy judgment.
Nor I. To my eyes, your ether burns as brightly as the day you slew Emmett Selk. That is proof that he is with you still.
Yet that which standeth now before the people is far more than a passing imitation. I am reminded of the cardinal virtues, though a sin eater he is not.
He's an Ascian.
Which leaveth but one plausible explanation.
That he is an Ascian.
Given their fondness for posthumous possession, I would have to agree. From what I understand, the warriors of
Well, I already
light
knew
were
Ardbert
interested
was
in
dead,
union
so there was
by
only
those
one
who had
plausible
aided in
explanation
life.
left, Elidibus, and he did say something before all this happened. So, logical conclusion? Elidibus.
Needless to say, 4 of them were subsequently exhumed to serve as the virtues. And if one knew where to look, Ardbert too would not have been difficult to find.
Assuming then that this is indeed the work of an Ascian, my mind inevitably turns to the last remaining paragon to survive the Sundering.
Elidibus. That Xenos hath reclaimed his own flesh is known. Thus evicted from his borrowed form, and cognizant no doubt of Emmett Selk's failure here in the first, 'tis quite possible the emissary chose Ardbert for his next vessel.
Inhabiting the flesh of the fallen. My, that is unsavory. And they do this often, you say?
Verily, for they possess no corporeal forms of their own. In what one may term their natural state, none save those gifted with the echo can perceive them. Indeed, when Elidibus intruded upon the waking sands, his presence did go unmarked by all save Minfilia and the Warrior of Light.
I'll be right back. The stove's going off.
On that occasion, I myself remained ignorant of his coming until after his departure. It was only at a later juncture, when he deigned to appear before me in borrowed flesh, that I was finally able to take the measure of him. In such puppetry do the Ascians engage when they seek to influence the course of history.
And they have gained much by it. Emmett Selk single-handedly built the Garlean Empire in this manner, while La Hebrea came close to conquering Eorzea, having taken possession of Thancred's living body.
Yet it must needs be noted that the Ascians cannot avail themselves of all mortal vessels. For were they able to do so, none would serve as a better pawn than our own redoubtable champion. Mayhap the blessing of light shieldeth Hydaelyn's chosen from Ascian influence. Or mayhap other forces are at work. We cannot say for certain.
Whatever the reason, I hope it holds true. I dare not contemplate what might come to pass otherwise.
Is it not peculiar, then, that Ardbert's mortal remains should be susceptible, given that he was once a warrior of light? Or did the final departure of his soul make it possible, perhaps? Regardless, to hear an Ascian use him to call forth new warriors of light boggles the mind.
Elidibus hath ever been an enigma, his ostensible purpose being to preserve the balance between light and dark. When he made overtures towards me, however, I was afforded a glimpse behind the mask of the self-appointed emissary. I shall not defend mine actions, undertaken in pursuit of a better understanding of our foe, as either wise or prudent. Nevertheless, what little I did glean may now prove useful. Elidibus possesseth a subtle mind, practiced in the art of manipulation. That he coaxed this star's most valiant heroes as far as the source with naught save half-truths is no trifling feat. And now, I believe, he doth employ his skills once more to some as yet unknown end. Though naught is certain, should my suspicions prove true, we shall have need of all our wits if we are to uncover and thereafter thwart his plot.
Yeah, you can't always go by that time. Sometimes it'll say 30 minutes, it'll be 1. It'll be 1 minute, and it goes to 30.
It would only serve to confuse the people.
You can always try data center travel. You got, like, you know, another data center you can try traveling to. Sometimes that works, sometimes it don't. Yeah, DPS queues can be bad. If it's a main story dungeon, you can do duty support. That too.
And I would hesitate to do anything which might tarnish Ardbert's reputation once more, nor yours by association. That being the case, it may be wise to keep a covert eye on this Ardbert's movements. as we attempt to discern his purpose and how best to mitigate his influence.
His performance appears to have concluded. What now? Go back out and follow him?
It would appear Master Alphino already hath pursuit in mind, and I suspect one pair of eyes shall better serve our cause than half a dozen. Let the rest of us maintain an inconspicuous distance, for the present at least.
Which one? Graha? It's okay. Alright. I'll see you tomorrow's. He's not my favorite. I like him, don't get me wrong, but he ain't my favorite. Asleep disturbed with furrowed brow, the Crystal Exarch deliberates your next move. No problem. Have a good night. You did well to dispel the falsehood surrounding the Warrior's Light. In their actions prior to the Flood, though, I must say the reappearance of Ardbert, or rather one who appropriated his identity, was rather a curious development. He is an impostor, of that there is no doubt, but to the masses he will appear as a hero returned from the grave. After the Warrior's Light were laid to rest in Ulmor, the people prayed fervently for the gods to deliver them from their plight. Prayed that these fallen heroes be born again from their for their sacrifices. What bitter irony. Hey! I, for one, would like to know why Ardbert urged the people to become warriors of light themselves. Ere we take action, we must needs ascertain his intent. Let us pray that Master Alphino return us soon with that most essential knowledge. I'm sorry, I love Graha. Don't get me wrong. But I don't know. I'm a hard toss-up between Estinian right now and Gaius. That was out of left field. I wasn't expecting that. But I like Gaius. I can't help it. He smiled and that was it for me. Gaius, man, I cried over his kids. I mean, Graha don't have no kids. I can't cry over them yet. I'm sorry. I like Gaius. That came out of left field, so I'm like, I need to go back to the right field, but somehow I got dragged into the left, and I'm like, there, no. So I was not expecting that. So, you know, kudos, Square Echo next. I was totally surprised by that. I mean, Emmerich, he's okay. Maybe he'll grow on me again, but he's kind of like slowly taking a backseat. He's slidden back. No kids yet. Yeah. Estinian, though, give me some more of his shirt off, please. For now, I think it best to appraise Thancred and Rin of our efforts. When we do comfort Ardbert, we shall no doubt have need of their strength. Y'all can have the kitty cat. It's cool. You know what? Give me another Viera, and I might consider it. But other than the one that met through the stage quest, I haven't met another male Viera, so I don't know yet. Agreed. I think it prudent we all take measures to prepare for what's to come. Beck, look, and I will continue our research into how we might improve the spirit vessel, that it might one day carry you home. And then I think it is time I return to the Greatwood. Till now everything we have learned of the Ascians have been handed to us at their leisure. But that was one of Emmett Selk's unique failings. I have no reason to think Elidibus will be as forthcoming. Fortunately, I recently received word from Fana that heretofore unexplored chambers have been discovered deep within the Katana Ravel. Well, now that he's been tamed, he might be the big bad wolf that is actually a very nice fluffy wolf. Almet believes the relics within tell of a great calamity that befell of an ancient civilization, that of the Ascians perhaps. They may lead us to the truths we seek. Would you care for company? I wouldn't dream of going without you. When you're ready, make for Fano. Elma and her sisters will be expecting us. Then let us be about our task. Pray give my regards to the V. Ah, if they've got some boy V, I'd be happy. Give me some boy V and I might be okay. Give me some bunnies. Give me boy bunnies. Yeah. Now. I really need to take some Tylenol. I got a nasty migraine. Hey, Krista, look what I got. I got him. Yeah. Yeah, I got him. I can't do all the extreme she's done. My luck is terrible. I forgot how I got him. Let me see. I know it had to do with my levels. Where are my last 5? So I got this one, Mastery Life of Adventure 4. Yeah, it was before the Bahamut thing. Yeah. Did I get anything for being... I haven't completed this job summoner. Oh, okay. And the machinist? I haven't completed that. Oh yeah, I gotta do those. Okay. Welcome, allies of Ronka. We have accomplished much since last you came. With the Light Warden dead and his minions dispersed, we have at last reclaimed our hunting grounds near Raktika Falls. It was there that we discovered more ruins. Although we ran afoul of no traps while exploring its halls, we determined that the innermost chambers were warded by magic. We all were in agreement before any investigation could proceed, you should be summoned. We are grateful that you did. From what you have told me, I strongly suspect that the wisdom my comrades and I seek can be found within. This wisdom could prove invaluable for me, may soon face a foe whose greatest asset is our ignorance. I see, then it is good that you have come, for Ronka was once home to the greatest of weapons, knowledge and understanding. And it is our duty to ensure you and yours do not want for either. That said, we must proceed with caution. To have reached the inner chambers unmolested suggests a more formidable deterrent yet lies within. Come now, surely any threats sleeping within the ruins pale in comparison to those we have faced thus far. This is not a game, sister. You should not be so eager to run headlong into danger. Oh, and who was it pining for the return of our allies that we might venture into the ruins, clutching her staff at night, wishing it were? You promised not to tell! Oh, so is that gonna happen? I haven't got to that part yet, then. No, not really. No, it didn't. I was kind of rather disappointed with that. And trust me, I did every quest there was available. I'm still an outsider. Then I suggest we be going. Oh, somebody did talk to me. Oh, I need to whisper them back. Remind me, exactly how old are you and your sisters? On second thought, perhaps it's for the better, I do not know. Pray forgive their overzealous nature. Some say we three have been privileged to escort you and yours into the ruins and bear witness to its secrets. Their hearts now burn with a curiosity that is not easily satiated. I am in post Shadowbringers, but I don't remember her bringing me to the Waking Sands in post Shadowbringers. I'm only in 5.2, so I don't know. But she never summoned me back to Waking Sands. Please, you needn't apologize. As a seeker of knowledge myself, I understand full well their enthusiasm. If not for your sedulous efforts to protect the ruins, we'd not be afforded this opportunity. Speaking of which, I believe I've kept you away from the ruins long enough. Come, let us make for the Katana Rabba. The only thing I've been summoned back to is Mordona, Revenant Toll. I haven't been asked to go back to Waking Sands. What? Yeah, I thought it was Heaven's Ward. That was the last time I ever saw her alive. Oh yeah, that is definitely Heaven's Ward. Oh, okay. No, I don't think I've gotten to that part yet then. It is more strange for these halls to be left unguarded. Have care when breaking the seal and chamber door. Danger surely awaits us on the other side. Oh, unless you're talking about where Ren became, or where Memphilia and Ren's finally separated. Are you talking about that? In Amarok? That wasn't post Shadowbringers. That was main story. Yeah, that was main story. Oh, cutscenes! Goody. Oh, yeah. There's only one ad.
Come. Our new discoveries are to be found this way.
Holy moly! They actually had some really cool voices. Cool! No, I didn't say anything. No, she said post Shadowbringer!
The people of Ronka are known to have venerated animals, but these features do not match those of any indigenous species. This is no common beast.
That's why I was a little confused. I was like, oh, there's going to be more? I was like, I knew about the part where Ren and Memphilia finally separated and Ren became her own person. Oh, yeah, the holy motor, the voices!
Though that much is plain from its proportions.
What is this?
Lifelike, is it not? One could
Oh,
almost
yeah.
imagine it breathed. Why you... Ugh.
This owl, by contrast, seems no different from the others we've seen.
The sealed door lies ahead.
You know, that music is ominous or whatever. Anytime I hear music like this, it's like, beware, I'm about to go into a deep dungeon or something. Well, it's main story. Haven't you seen it already? You said you're in post-Endwalker. You should have seen this already.
As you see, one statue is missing. I expect we are meant to replace it as before.
Now, will Elizabeth stop us is my question. Don't answer, but that's my question. Will he stop us?
Too simple. There will be some additional defense mechanism. Just a moment. There are words carved into the stone. He who would disturb a hero's deserved slumber shall instead waken the beast and know his folly. Wait! Don't!
Too late!
What? But I only... What is happening?
Why would she do that? Why?
Oh, no, no. Oh.
Does she watch too much Dee Dee and Dexter and she's gotta... Hey, what does this button do? Let me just push this button.
Why am I not surprised?
Sorry.
Prepare yourselves.
Well... I'm just flabbergasted. Why would she do that? Dee Dee and Dexter, let me push this button. What does it do? It blows up the laboratory is what it does. Oh no, not a Palace of the Dead. I was done with that for the day. Is she actually shaking? Oh no! I'm not in Magic of the Gathering! Which card do you want? I'm not good with card games. I'm horrible. What am I supposed to do? You trespass mortal upon sacred ground and retribution. 4 souls have I bound. Yet to heroes proven learned and wise, a comrade's soul shall be their prize. If you would see they're set free, answer me these riddles 3. Deft a paw with Kindu IV, though sought apart, betterment of the whole do our efforts descry. What am I? With a paw? A curl statue. Shit. And is that one? For this mistake, a single talisman I shall take. Oh crap! I'm gonna get them all wrong. Yeah, I kind of figured that after that. With a fearsome fang, I travel with pack. Together we find harmony, and thus for peace our land does not lack. What am I? You know what? I could just Google this! With fearsome fang, I travel with pack. Together we find harmony. That one, if it's a pack, it's a wolf. I just went with pack. Indeed, 'twas the spirit of the wolf their doctrines praised. Well, I got her back. On my belly do I crawl, by my strength does prosperity reign. Within our hall, what am I? You're the serpent. Indeed, the dread serpent turned protector learned to lumber ere it tear the world asunder. The riddle's answer you did discern, and thus to you a soul returns. Hey, you give me your Stola back. You can't keep her. Desire you that which I yet claim, then we shall play another game. A test of mind and memory, choose wisely, and you all may yet go free. Twixt these talismans hide friend and foe, choose your companions well, or sorrow no. Free your comrades from the talismans? Huh? Oh. Crap. So I gotta do more? Oh! They all look the same to me. Yeah, they all look the same to me. Oh, okay, I get it. So I just got lucky on that other one then. Leaves these two left. Well, it doesn't exactly tell you which side to stand on. Your two comrades are assembled together at last, yet still there remains one trial you must pass. If you would glean the knowledge enshrined in this earth, I would first take the measure of your worth. Well, I'm not very tall. Not as tall as you. One worthy of she who the Ronkins extolled must be strong of mind, body, and soul. Yeah, and I've already got a migraine, so this doesn't help. Oh, you don't step on me, you stupid bunny. It's your fault we're in this mess in the first place. Hey, why are you picking on me? Huh? Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, I kind of have that bad habit. Wing star, okay. Or I call her Midna a lot. Oh, maybe I should stay in that. Well thought, hero. The trial is complete. The way is open, and thus I concede defeat. You had trouble with this? It wasn't that bad. I think you can change your name on stream, or Twitch. I've changed mine. Somebody smacked that bunny. Oh, okay.
'Twould seem the magics have returned us. How polite. Now, what have we learned?
Don't touch things.
Ah, we were bound to run into a living statue eventually. And now we can open the door.
How pragmatic of her. I mean, I'm guessing it did need to be a trial anyway, but dang.
He who would disturb a hero's deserved slumber.
Yeah. I'm wondering how old my character is, but then again, I don't know anything about her, so... I woke up in a damn cart. With the echo. See, hear, or feel, think, whatever.
A tomb, just as I thought.
But Viera live a lot longer.
Befitting a hero.
She is Vis. Could it be the Archmage Tiuna? A legendary hero of Ronka, as you surmised. The tales tell of how she smote entire armies with a single incantation, so potent was her spellcraft. Though she ever fought in the name of peace.
I thought them no more than tales. To think she really existed.
Well, I, for one, always believed.
Favorite bum boy? We got a bunny? Other than Sage Boy, I have done him.
I wonder. By the light of fallen stars, great power awakens.
Tuna was not only a master of spellcraft. It is said she could see truths long lost and hear the voices of men's hearts.
Don't give me spoiler teasers! No, they didn't.
Naught less than the echo. In which case, none of this is mere coincidence. A shower of stars setting the sky aflame. And in both this world and the Source, we find individuals within whom a mysterious power awakened at the sight. We can never unpick the why of it. Now, however, I believe we might.
She talking about meteors?
Does the scene depicted here not resemble the one we saw when we first ventured into the Katana Ravel? Moreover, does it not recall that which Emmett Selk invited us to witness in Amarot? The final days. If, as the Exarch's research suggests, soul and mind share a fragile yet profound bond, might it not be possible for an event to leave such a deep imprint upon the soul that it could be perceived eons later, given a suitable trigger? The echo defies explanation by conventional etherological theory, or shall we say modern etherological theory. But if it is a power that once belonged to the ancients, to souls yet undivided, it would seem I have entered the realm of pure speculation, and I call myself a scholar. I shall refrain from making any further wild claims until such time as I have evidence.
You know, putting ideas onto the table is actually a good thing. Let's put those things out in the open, please.
Still, I cannot choose but be reminded of our experience in Amarot.
Then you must recall Emmett Selk's dying request.
Remember us.
History is learned, not lived. We have always protected the tales of Ronka, just as we have protected this place. But we are mindful of what our mothers taught us. We see the past through our own eyes, and speak of it with our own words. Thus do we come to understand it in our own way. But this is not the same as remembering.
She must be older because she's wise. She's really wise.
Though we witness the final days, our impressions cannot fail to be colored by our own experiences and expectations. Those who lived through it would have perceived the event quite differently. We must bear in mind that it is no simple matter to keep the truth alive, or it will die with Emmett Selk and his kin. But we have disturbed Tuna long enough. Fanau will serve similarly well as a venue for our contemplations.
Yeah, their accents are a bit weird for me. I like them, but they're weird. kind of cute. By your pensive expression, I take it the tome has given you much to think about. That as well. In time, the knowledge you have gleaned will lead to understanding and thus arm you for what is to come. Before you leave, however, I would speak again of the teachings of our forebears, of histories learned, not lived. The legend of Tiuna and her exploits has been told countless times over the centuries, yet as it is handed from one generation to the next, the story changes. With each telling of the tale, there are new flourishes, details changed or lost. We can never truly know how she lived, for we were not there to see it. But we are here to bear witness to your life. We have seen the change you have wrought, the echoes that will endure long after you are gone. And though it too will change in time, I swear to you, we shall do our best to preserve your story. I hope you'll forgive me if I don't make an oath of my own, but I think it goes without saying we can never misspeak of your heroism. Perhaps perish the thought, so long as we are here, there are none among the V who will not know of all you have done for Novrant. We are not deserving of such reverence, but we are grateful all the same. You can be certain we will have our own tales to tell of the great guardians of Raktika and the ruins of Ronka. Pray you safe travels then, as ever we shall await your return with open arms. An old friend. By all rights, you should be departing for the Crystarium, but Y'shtola does not seem ready to return. Although we learned naught of the Ascians, the insight we gained into the Echo made our trip worthwhile. Before we return to the Crystarium, however, there is a small matter I would attend to in Slitherbow. Might I trouble you to come with me? Okay. Thank you. After we arrive, we should have a brief word with Runar. Ah, she's got to see her boyfriend before she leaves this world. Let's see. Runar! She can't stay, so she can't really stay attached to him. You know he loves her. Did I go to the wrong place? I did. Oh yeah. I think it's more than a crush, but it can't go anywhere. She's not of this world, so she has to go home. Oh, I'm sure if Elidibus had his way, we don't need to go back home. He doesn't want us there. Hey, it's good to see you. You've arrived at a most opportune time. I was preparing a pot of my famous stew. Come, I will ready a place for you. Sorry, Runar, but we haven't the... Please, I insist. It would take only a minute. Oh, I know. My apologies, Knight. It seems our return to Crystarium will be delayed, but perhaps only for a bit if you assist me with my work. I say work, but it is rather more a chore. I must clean my chambers here in Slitherbow from top to bottom. You'd be so kind as to go and fetch a broom from Asktir. We might finish before Runar is done cooking. Wait, I'm cooking? I don't want to cook. Ooh, I gotta go get food. I haven't eaten today, and I'm absolutely starving. A broom for Master Matoya? Cannot imagine why she would have need of such a thing, but here you are. It is old but sturdy and sure to suffice. I trust Astir was able to find a broom for us. Be right back. I have to go eat. I'm about to be sick. I'm so hungry. But I made taquitos, so I got something to eat. Well, Warren, good. This would prove difficult otherwise. Though I must say, I think I did rather well for not having a broom thus far. Yes, well, you weren't buried beneath a veritable avalanche of books when you entered, were you? Right, anyway, it's time I finished cleaning with the help of that broom. You can do like Matoya and, like, enchant it. Oh, I got food. I'm just munching while I'm watching. You didn't honestly think I'd do it the old-fashioned way. That broom is more than capable of sweeping by itself, or rather it will be. That's cheating! Teach me how to do that trick. Time to rise, to swish and sweep. A tidy chamber you must keep. To this task you shall be bound until no dust is to be found. That is so cheating. In this one particular respect, I have no objections to following in Master Matoya's footsteps. In future, I may need you to remind me the pursuit of knowledge does not preclude other equally important duties, such as maintaining clean quarters for said pursuit. I would dearly miss this place, these people. Aw, poor Runar. Master Matoya, pardon the interruption, but the stew is ready. He shouldn't be eavesdropping anyway. Poor thing. Is something troubling you? You've been rather quiet. No, everything is fine, I assure you. It's been a long day is all. I see. You've stolen. Thank goodness you're still here. Alpha Note, I thought you were following Ardbert. I was, though I'm sad to say I lost track of him shortly after entering these woods. It seems determined to traverse every Ilma Nobron in his quest to spread the truth, the warrior's light, and the flood. And it seems news of your address at the Custodian precedes him at every destination, making his task all the more simple. It remains to be seen to what end he encourages the people to become warriors of lights themselves. But there's no denying that his words have struck a chord with many. Well, we all agree that this is just another asking employee, yes? There commandeered corpses before, and to no good end. I see no reason to think this time is any different, especially when it's that of a fallen warrior of light. I doubt we'll learn more if we remain a step behind. His next destination is all likelihood Slitherbow. Alizair, are you certain you should be here? You're concerned about Halric and the others, you needn't be. Their treatment is going well, but progress is slow and exhausting for all of us. The best thing I can do now is let him rest. So, I believe we're about to discuss how to arrange a meeting with our would-be warrior of light. Before visiting any towns or villages, Arbert would hunt down and slay a nearby Sin Eater to earn the locals' trust. Our best chance of getting ahead of him is to find one before he does. Thankfully, Thancred and Ren are returned from the empty and have taken up the search. Ren believeth one may lurk beneath the boughs of woven oath. And that is where we will start our search. Master Matoya. A warm bowl of stew will be awaiting your return. I look forward to it. It's pointless. If he knows she's got to leave, he won't hold her back. She can't stay even if she wants to. Because if their bodies die, will their souls remain here or will they actually die here too? Or will they become like Arbert and eventually become shades? Nobody will be able to see them.
If you were hoping to vent your frustrations on our Issa friend here, I can only apologize.
Few as they are now, it took us no time at all to track it down.
That suits our purpose perfectly. Now we need only wait for Ardbert to arrive.
Weren't you two meant to be attending to the empty?
We were indeed, and we've made a certain amount of progress. So we thought we might see how the rest of the world was getting on. From what we can gather, the answer is strangely.
Right now, we think we can do more good here.
It is heartening to have all present.
Indeed. We will be glad of the additional hands should matters escalate.
Hey, Apocalypse, how's it going?
It seems I've lost this particular race.
Mm-hmm.
Although I suppose it's only fair. When we first met, it was I who outpaced you. Ravana, was it? But where are my manners? I wouldn't be here were it not for you, and I have yet to say a word of thanks.
Send a friendly fist, why not? I'll pretend to be nice.
I'm giving you trouble? You should have it examined.
Because Arbert would actually connect. You're not Arbert. Let me give you your shout out real quick. Oh yeah, I noticed him a long time ago. I thought you were supposed to be good at this.
Very well. Let us forego this pretense. After all, it was never you that I needed to deceive.
Nope.
Yes, it is I, Elizabeth. Through your time in Emet-Selk's imitation of our home, I dare say you have gained a better understanding of my role since last we met. Not that it matters.
Ah, I've got the real Ardbert. He's inside me.
We understand your role, emissary, but not your goal. What is it that you seek to achieve?
I seek to enact the will of the Convocation, of course. If it helps you to think of me as but another Ascian, no different in nature or purpose from the rest, you are welcome to do so.
How about Elizabeth doesn't even know how to get it
Your
up
goal was
anyway?
destruction alone. Now I understand that you fight for something you love, just as we do. Yet though we seem doomed to clash, I bid you consider Emet-Selk's final words. Remember that we once lived, he said. Had he not seen some glimmer of hope in our kind, I do not believe he would have spoken thus.
None better understood your plight than he. His words must surely be worthy of your consideration.
I don't think he cares.
Emet-Selk. How very unlike you to err so gravely. That one should stray at the end of so onerous a path is understandable. But I had thought you above such weakness. Mayhap you thought the same. Would that I had been present to offer correction. But I shall do so now, as is my duty, and return all to its proper course. As for you, look at yourselves. Look at your history. Look back 100 short years to how your greatest warriors were undone. And now, at but a word from me, you raise your hands in answer like the puppets you are. Naught has changed. You fail, and you fail, and you learn nothing. Allow that which is most important to slip through your fumbling fingers like so many grains of sand, again and again and again, and you would remember us. You do forget yourselves. There is no common ground to be found between you and I. Nor do I require any. I have my duty.
Wait!
Well, we have confirmed the identity of our foe at least, and 'tis safe to say his objective is the rejoining.
But we still have no idea how playing the part of a warrior of light will further his cause, nor why he would spur others to do the same.
Because too much light will throw the...
Another visit to the Tempest may shed some light upon these mysteries.
Because too much light is a bad thing. I need to find some Tylenol. I got such a migraine.
Whether we are to exchange words or blows with Elidibus at our next meeting, the fact remains, we know too little.
I'll be right back. I gotta find some Tylenol. I got a really bad migraine. Corby, do we have any Tylenol anywhere? Or ibuprofen? I think I found it. Would you mind?
Just ibuprofen.
Just got a bad migraine. Her bottle, I just changed her. I just took it.
This? That says headache on it.
Already taken stuff. Okay. Alright. I'll probably have it tomorrow, Wingstar. Whether we are to exchange words or blows with Elidibus at our next meeting, the fact remains we know too little.
Ere our paths cross again, I would learn more of the world that once was, and of Elidibus himself.
Do you want me to save it for tomorrow? I can do it with you if you want.
In this, we would be best served going directly to his home, much as Emmett Selk came to ours.
Though I see the wisdom in thy suggestion, the Amarot we visited is but a phantom born of Emmett Selk's memory. I fear it will teach us little that we do not already know.
I quite agree. Yet the ruins of the actual city remain unexplored. Given the vastness of the Tempest, I should not be surprised were there more such structures like to those in which the Ondo reside.
If there's aught to be learned, I want to know.
A woman after my own heart.
Oh, don't be proposing to me now, you Stola.
Then I suggest we first pay a visit to the Ondo. If anyone can tell us where more ruins are to be found, it is them.
I'll at least get to the trial. I got a really bad migraine. It's really bad. Like, it's traveled all the way down to my neck. Like, the pain is so bad. No. If you've ever had a migraine, you know how bad they can go. It just started out as a mild headache, and now it's just really bad. You're lucky. Basically, it just starts as a mild headache, and then it just starts spreading to your temples, and then it starts going down to your spine, and then it becomes blinding. It's very intense. And then it starts making you nauseous because it's like just overwhelming. Every sound hurts, the light's hurting. I'm just trying to get to a stopping point, but it's becoming excruciating. Yes, those are migraines. They may be mild, but those are still migraines. Yes. Minor headaches can develop into major ones, and then that is what a migraine is. It always starts out small. Alpha Note has the right up, but let us pay a visit to the Ondo. You should speak with Toshal first. As chieftain, he is doubtless privy to a great many secrets. Make sure I got all the quests on here. Well, a lot of times it's just small little triggers, but if you usually take Tylenol right away or just lay down or, you know, just stop whatever it is that's causing it, sometimes it could be something as simple as, it starts as, say like you're trying to quit sodas. It's a withdrawal, but it can cause migraines because you're just starting to have a headache. So if you cut it off before it gets really bad, you could probably mitigate a lot of it. But if you just kind of ignore it, and you just keep aggravating it without taking something for it, yeah, it turns into a migraine. Yeah, so you got ADHD then? Is that what that is? If caffeine's keeping you from being hyper, that's usually ADHD. Yep. I have sent for no finless ones. Perhaps you instead come seeking something of us? Yeah, I get autism, yeah. My daughter's got it. My little daughter's got it so bad. Wingstar's got it some, but Ashlyn is just... I've never seen a child with it so bad. Ruins which your kind yet have to explore, I'm sure. She can't talk. She still rocks. She's still not potty trained. She refuses to eat solids. We have to make smoothies for her and protein shakes and all kinds of stuff. It's bad. She got a cute little smile though, and she wrestles and plays with us, but she doesn't make any real intelligible words that we can understand. She just doesn't want to talk. I know of one such place. Alas, under these circumstances, I'm afraid we can spare none to guide you there. And what circumstances are these? Rather than hunt for their own meals, the Binthos have pillaged our stores of meanie liver. They must be replenished with haste. The Binthos, a particularly violent tribe of Ondo, if I recall. A band of bottom feeders. We all lost much in the flood, but while others work to rebuild, they resort to their thievery and murder. And revenge, they call it, when they prey upon your kind. But do not be fooled, they care not who they harm. With that, we had the warriors to challenge them. This is not the first time they have stolen from us, but there is no resource more precious than liver. All must dedicate themselves to the hunt. Unless, of course, we were to reclaim the livers for you. It seems a fitting payment for vital information, does it not? Moreover, one could argue that by employing Bismarck to reach these depths, thereby driving back the waters, we are in part responsible for the deeds of those driven to desperate ends by the changing climes. One good turn and all that. I thought you might say that. You've never been one to miss an opportunity to help. She's a good little kid, though. I love her smile more than anything. When she's in a good mood. Reclaiming the stores it is. But you can tell when she's in one of her tantrum modes, because she starts wanting to beat her chest or whatever. I don't know if that's an autistic thing or something, but she just starts hitting herself, and I'm like... You try to stop her, and then she gets even more aggressive. But at least she's finally playing with toys now. So progress! We would be grateful beyond words if you did. But because she can't talk to us, it's hard for us to really understand what's going on with her. Like, why are you upset? You know, we can't really ask her these things because she won't be able to answer. We just kind of have to figure it out or just wait until she calms down. The Benthos have surely taken the livers back to the Flounder's floor, but be warned, there will be no shortage of guards waiting to spear intruders. Then we will have care not to draw their attention, shall we? I'm gonna go ahead and end it here, because, yeah, it's really bad and I can't concentrate, so I'll pick up from here and then I'll have that trial tomorrow. I'm sorry I'm cutting it a little short, but my head is really hurting. Yeah, I'm not even gonna raid out. I can't think straight. I'm actually not feeling too good at the moment, so I'm so sorry. So, I'll see everybody tomorrow. Yeah, I'll talk to everybody tomorrow. I'm sorry, I normally raid out, but I really don't feel good. Yep. So hopefully I'll get through some more, because I think all I got left now is main story, so... How many are there? 5.5. So there's not much left, I hope. A few trials, I guess. Almost done with 5.2. So hopefully I can start getting